right, well, thank you for tuning the video today. I've been trying to do a video, but I've been waiting on the weather to get better, but it's just not going to happen here in South Texas. So got my 24 Denali Ultimate behind me. The 24 Limited is gone. We're going to go ahead and go over the build on this truck. Now, I will do a separate video kind of comparing the differences between the two vehicles, but I will say that I really like this 24 Denali Ultimate. Been very happy with it. So just kind of going over this real quick. This truck has the you know, that Vader chrome. It's dark, and then it's got the lighted GMC emblem. Very clean look. This is the 2500. I went with the Suspension Max front end. On the upper control arms, it's a 3-inch, but I only cranked it about 2. And then what you have to watch, I like these because they don't have, you know, some of the other lifts have a really large deal for the upper ball joint, and so you have a hard time with the 1350 clearing. I don't have much. I get a little bit of frame rub back there, you can see, at full lock, and I'm running 1/2-inch Bora slip-ons. So they are hub centric and they are slip overs. Overall, that's really aftermarket wise. This is GM. It's a factory program keypad, so it works just like the standard keypads. And if you want to look at the rake on that truck, I may be a 1/4 inch higher in the back, and I did the 1-inch Suspension Max block in the back. Cool part is they make 1 inch or 1.5 inches, whatever you want to go with. And then I've got the park lights on right now, so you can't see these, but I did the smoked, so these are black when they're off. The Retrax EQ, one of the reasons I chose it for this build is you can take your factory key fob, press the button 3 times, so I don't have to carry a different fob around. It works with my standard key fob, which is nice. This truck has the 1-ton package, 1-ton frame, so it's kind of like the max tow on the Fords. You can see you get the overloads, you get the 12-inch rear end, and all the stuff that comes on the 1-tons. One of the things I did back here is, I don't know why GM does this. I had to move this one from up in the bed to here, and I'll show you real quick. So they put the one on the bumper that has the camera ports. So you just buy 2 Fakra Z cables. I bought 2 3-foot cables, and then just reran those wires up here, pulled this one out, and then put that one down on the bottom. I don't use the camera stuff for the bumper pulls. I only use it for my 5th wheel. So move those up. One little deal I did, you can see I've got the 5-inch Gen Y offset, works great. One thing really nice about the GMs is that gooseneck is set back from the axle already. So when you run this offset, I can do a full 90-degree with my RV with this setup, which is really nice without hitting the cab. I think that's a 36 or 40-gallon tank in there. It's an RDS tank. You can see it fits in just kind of like my Ford did. Fits under that. The Retrax EQ actually has a smaller box, so you got a lot more room to work with. I've got a sending unit and a valve on that, just like the last one that I actuate from inside. I'll show you all that here in just a second. GM has to have this B&W hitch. It's got the slant on it so it doesn't hit when this opens. And then this has the kicker sound system. I don't want to open it because that'll come on. So close that up. The stock exhaust on these GMs always points out back, and my camper's pretty close right here, and I always worry about that heat, so I just put a tip on the rear. That's MBRP. It's just a 4-inch with a 5-inch tip. But overall, like I said, Suspension Max, you can get the 1 inch or the 1.5 inches. We put the 1-inch block in the rears. It's perfect. I'm running the Airlift bag and the Airlift compressor system. We'll go ahead and hop inside. I'll show that to you. So I have the phone control app for the airbag system, and then I've got this little wireless remote that works fine. You know, getting in the GM, let me show you the fuel thing real quick. We'll start this thing up. So what I got here is, this is an Apexus. It actually comes from Australia, and the part number is a PG210, and so it shows me how much tank I have in the bed, how much fuel I have in the bed tank, and it also has a button on it, which is really nice. I can push that button, it opens a valve, it'll start gravity feeding into my other tank. So you can turn that on and off right there. That's a nice feature. I do run the Banks iDash. I do like to see my, basically just for my regen, so I can see how much, when it's going to regen and then when it's active. And so I know if it's actively trying to regen, I'll go an extra few miles to let it finish that out. Some of the other things I really like in here, I'll show you this display. I'll put a screenshot of it right here in just a sec. You can scroll through here, but it'll put your trailer TPMS here and your temps right next to it. Very handy, and that's all wireless. It doesn't need a special wire harness to do that. The camera requires a harness, but this does not for the trailer TPMS. I do like the brake controllers right here. I ordered these. It just says Denali Ultimate, the wood grain. There's a guy on the forums that makes those. Another handy thing I really like about this truck is I don't have to open a door or do anything to put my phone in there for it to charge. I just set it in there and it charges. Like most of my trucks, I do have the console vault in there. It's got the chargers. Very programmable display. I like that, and the heads-up display is really nice in this truck. And I really like having the auto four-wheel drive option, just because you're independent. Back seat. But overall, I'm very happy with the GM product. I towed my camper. Tows very well. You know, the Ford may have a little bit more power on it, but the transmission in this thing shifts like butter. I mean, I absolutely love the way it drives. And I guess I'll do a full video on that in a difference, but comparison, I mean, this thing's like driving a half ton around town. The ride and the drive is just amazing. That's all I'll really say about it in this video. We'll get into more detail on the other one, but overall, happy with the truck. It does everything I want it to do. And video helped you with anything, or you got any questions, please hit that like and subscribe down the bottom hand corner, and we'll catch you on the next video.